There is no reason for it to increase when you are already doing it. They're saying that they're giving you 75 or whatever, and you are giving the 100 or 110. If that is the case, they're getting what they need, everything they need from you without giving the extra 25 to balance it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work, and it's not worth it. But when you step out and say, no, if I'm not having 100%, then I'm not doing this. The thing is, when you're focused on something, you're not going to be able to sustain it. So that's the same thing with being in a relationship that you know is hurting you, or being with someone that is painful for you. You being focused on just having that person or having that relationship means that you're going to be stuck with that situation. Is that something that you're really finding sustainable? Is there any point in doing that for another 30, 25 years and then eventually giving it up? That is why you can't discount yourself. You have to be in there 100%. And the person you're doing it with has to be in there 100%. You can't be giving 110% and be accepting 25 or even 70 from the other person. You can't be doing 100 and be accepting 75 from them and saying to yourself that that's their capacity, or hoping that it's going to increase. There is no reason for it to increase when you are already doing it. They're saying that they're giving you 75 or whatever, and you are giving the 100 or 110. If that is the case, they're getting what they need, everything they need from you without giving the extra 25 to balance it. Why would it change? It would change. You are forgetting that aspect or lying to yourself just because you are focused on what you want. You want what you want. And after getting what you want, then you begin to ask questions. Ask everybody questions. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Whereas if you had extracted yourself from that situation instead, they would have seen, I have to ship up or ship out, just like Nkechi will say to our friend, we can't be having plans to do things. If you're not going to meet up, I'm not doing it. That is what it requires for you to be able to create that shift. But because when you were even starting in that relationship, you didn't have the mindset, the inner work, you hadn't done the inner work, so you don't understand how things happen. Therefore, when things crop up along the way, you don't know how to respond to them because your mind was never prepared for handling these situations. That is why the inner work is necessary. Certain understandings are necessary. You need to know that without that 100%, if you don't know it, you'll think that you can do a discounted one with the hope that things will change eventually. It doesn't work that way. The only time that it works is when you eventually find that you're at burnout. You've done it for years and years or decades, and then it's like maybe they fall sick and now they're dependent on you. Maybe something else happens and now they're dependent on you. And at that time, you already spent. You've lost your youth, you've lost your life. You've lost so much that could have happened with your life. You've lost the opportunity for someone else to have been there to do all those things that you would have been giving to them happily and they would have been giving back to you. It doesn't work. It doesn't work and it's not worth it. But when you step out and say, no, if I'm not having 100%, then I'm not doing this at all. You gave them the opportunity. You give them the opportunity to rethink, to actually reevaluate and see if, am I better off without Uzo, without John, without Rebecca? Am I better off this way? Or am I better off adjusting? What is it that they even want? What is it? Is it something that I can't do? How can we have a compromise? And if they can't do it, they already know then so that they can't do it. So if they can't do it now, and they know they can't do it now, you staying is just you staying for another 25, 40 years where they still can't do it. You're not going to change it by your presence with your discounted thing that you're doing.